Brian Carroll here at DH headquarters in San Francisco. As I've spoke about before, and we just hit on with the podcast, I'm here on vacation about 15 weeks out from the Arnold. As soon as I return into Jacksonville, Florida, I will start my pre-contest training for 15 weeks leading into the Arnold. It's shaping up to be one of the best meets for multiply powerlifting in the last 6-7 years probably. The XPC has got the Arnold back, hasn't had it for 6 years, so that's a really exciting time for multiply powerlifters. There were some issues in the past that basically ended up killing the multiply powerlifting with some certain issues there, but we're not going to get into that. But looking forward to this. Usually I start pre-contest training about 10 or 12 weeks out. This time I'm actually using an extra 5 weeks or so to kind of start building momentum, work on weak points, and that way I can hit my stride right at 10 weeks out. And I'm looking to put together the best package that I've ever put on the platform here in 15 weeks or so. I'm going to be addressing my mobility, hammering that. That's something I've neglected. All of you young bucks out there that think that you don't need the all the recovery modalities that we talk about. You don't need to stretch, work on your mobility, your pliability of your muscles. You're in for a surprise in a few years. So I highly suggest that if you haven't gotten with a mobility specialist or someone to kind of break down your gait, how you perform the basic movements, highly suggest that. It could be just something simple as your calves being tight, or your obliques being too tight. Simple things like that can really affect how you perform a lift, and also how it could lead to an injury or avoiding an injury. So those are going to be the main focus points for my training, especially over the next 5 weeks as I move into pre-contest training. And again, it's going to be a lot of things that are going to keep me healthy for those final 10 weeks. So what good are you if you have all this promise, all this strength, and you can't stay healthy, and then you can't even show up to the meet in one piece? I've dealt with that in the past, and I'm looking forward to showing up at the Arnold, keeping my title. As I won last year the XPC, there's going to be some very tough competition there. Yevgeny Yarmbosh is a tough lifter from the Ukraine. I'd say probably the best all-around lifter. He lifts single ply, multiply. He's struggled a bit over the last year, but everyone struggles at times. You can't underestimate anybody. Jeremy Frey at 242, Clint Smith at 242, Chris Delafav at 242, Adam Jergers at 220, Chad Walker at super heavyweight, Brandon Lilly at super heavyweight. There's going to be a lot of good lifters, and I encourage anyone that's curious about powerlifting, multiply powerlifting, or someone that just wants to see the sport succeed like myself and a lot of lifters that have really missed the Arnold over the last few years that didn't have multiply powerlifting. Come out and support. Come out and watch. Compete. There's still a qualifier in a month in Ohio, I believe it is, to still lift in the Arnold. There's a few spots left. So if you think you're one of the best, you talk like you're the best, you believe you're the best, come out and prove it. And you know who's going to be there. The roster's out for March, and come and take some money away from us. So looking forward to seeing you there.